And talk about the churches that they are in your country. How are these churches? Like, first, if there are churches around your city, around your house, like you see just one church in one city or two churches in our city, that's uh, the what we find in your country. And then how are the churches? Like how many people and what they do usually in the chapel?
So in France, you have different kind of church, of course, different denominations. But for example, around my where I live in Bordeaux, oh yeah, I have to mention that it's important. The churches are usually in simple buildings. They're not specific church. Of course, Catholic ones are usually like you have cathedrals, you have a chapel, you have something you really see, you know it's belonging to Catholic, Roman Catholic religion. But the Protestant or the evangelical churches are, I would say, so this is really the idea. Like it can happen even in a house, or I've been to a church where they met in a uh, bureau and a meeting room where during the week people gather and have meetings there. In Bordeaux, in my city, because I don't live in Bordeaux, I live right next to Bordeaux. There, I would say there is one church like mine, but maybe there was another one, but that was from another denomination. But around Bordeaux, you have many different churches, but they're a small group of people. For example, in my church, it's maximum 50 people, I would say. It's increasing, but it's only 50 people. But in other denomination, for example, there is a church that is maybe 20 minutes from my where I live, and it's one of the biggest church in my region. They have 3 services per Sunday, and each services, I think they're around 300 or something like this. So it's there. It's a huge church. It's a mega church, especially in France. And this is the point. In France, it's rare to find a big church. My church is a 30 years old church, and we are only 50 people. So you have other churches where maybe they can get to 100 in Bordeaux. I'm talking about Bordeaux. But as I said, in Alsace, you have mega churches. You have a church of 1,000 people or something like this, I've heard of. So it really depends. But in most of the time, you have small churches, small group of people. So yeah,